thought it was a good fight. He had some moments. I hurt him. I felt like I hurt him early in the fight. I felt like he felt my power every round. And once I dropped him in the second, it was just a matter of time before I get him again. So I had to keep my composure, keep calm, stay to the game plan, which, I strayed away a couple of times, but got a little bit sloppy a couple of times, but we got there in the end.
Were you expecting to be sort of so dominant for you because you were coming in as an underdog?
I expected it. I don't think anyone else expected it, but yeah, it went to plan. It went well, and I hope a lot of people made a lot of money tonight.
And if I ask you your post-fight interview as well, it's very strong. You opened up about an awful lot of things. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Because not many people knew that about you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go too much into it, but I've had a tough year. The last 12 months have been very tough for me. I didn't know much about my future in boxing. I didn't know much about my future with anything, and I split up with my wife and was doing other things, and I didn't have a clear path, and I hit rock bottom, you can say, and somehow with the support of people around me, I've managed to turn my life around. And we've got a big win, and sometimes the things that happen to you make you stronger or give you that grit to get through these hard times. So in my head today, I was thinking Buster Douglas' performance against Tyson the week that his mum died. He went through that hardship mentally. I've been through hardship mentally. Nothing was going to break me tonight. Nothing. Michael said I've got quit in me. I've never, ever had quit in me.
I appreciate it's obviously a difficult and sensitive time, but do you think you'd be an inspiration for people who have also been through them tough times? You said you were at rock bottom, contemplating suicide, and to come back and to have a night like tonight, there is sort of light at the end of the tunnel.
I wasn't contemplating it, I was doing it. Someone ruined it. It was so someone saved me, bastards. Sorry for the language, but maybe it's an inspiration. Maybe it will help someone. I hope it does help someone somewhere. But I don't set out to be an inspiration. I'm just me. I'm just from a small town in Cambridgeshire, and I like to fight, and I think we'll get a big fight after this.
And then I suppose you sitting here today, everything you've been through. Eddie was talking about the potential world titles next. How are you feeling now? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm relishing the opportunity. I'll grab that opportunity for a world title with both hands, and put on another good show, and please the fans again.
Jordan, what was it like coming to Belfast, hostile crowd, taking on Michael Conlan in front of that atmosphere? How do you feel you did out there?
Well, I thought, all week I've had a great week. The people of Belfast have been fantastic. The city's very divided on Mick. I think some people were wishing me well, some people wishing him well. I got a few boos in the crowd, but it's a great boxing city, and they love the boxing. I love Belfast. I'd love to come back again. If Mick wants a rematch, I'll come back again. I just soaked it all up and enjoyed the ring walk. I enjoyed the atmosphere. I looked out into the crowd. I was confident in my ability, and I went with my big cojones into the Lion's Den and took what was mine.
And what do you make of Michael Conlan as a boxer and as a person, if that is the end of his career?
He's a fantastic boxer. He's achieved so much. He's he's world amateur champion. He went to the Olympics twice. Commonwealth champion as an amateur. He turned pro with top rank. Made plenty of money. Boxed for 2 world titles. He can go, if he wants to retire, he can retire with his head held high. And winning or losing tonight won't upset his legacy. His family and everyone around him will still love him, win or lose. And I'm sure he'll go back to his family safely tonight. It wasn't too many heavy shots, and that's all I want for him. As long as he's happy and is safe, all the best. I never had any negative feelings towards him. I didn't feel a certain type of way about him. I just knew that he was in front of me, and I had to beat him, and I did.
And just finally, when you get in the plane and you're heading home, what's the main takeaway from the entire time you've been here?
I don't know. Is there any good takeaways? Probably kebab.
Kebab. Like in terms of like a takeaway, like in terms of like your emotions and stuff. You get a spicy chip if you want, like.
Yeah, I'll get a spicy chip. The takeaway was, I'm at the top level. I can do it at top level. I won a European title, won a Commonwealth title, won like 3 of these WBAs now. you know, I feel like I deserve a world title shot, and I can compete at that level. So I'm just excited for what's next.
Jordan, did Mick ever hurt you in the fight?
Nah.
What were you seeing to set up the first knockdown and then the eventual finish?
Pardon?
What were you seeing to set up the first knockdown and then the eventual finish?
Yeah, he was southpaw and walked on to the right hand, left hand, the 2-1, as we say. So we've been drilling that. Me and Baz in camp every day. We've been drilling that as a southpaw. I recognised he was southpaw. I recognised he was stepping in heavy, and I caught him on the way in with a 2-1, and it was a heavy knockdown. I thought he was all over the shop at that point, and the ref could have stopped it then, but I'm glad he didn't, because there might have been controversy because it was early in the fight and they might have said I caught him cold, but no, I knew I'd get him again. So
What about the elbow? What about the elbow?
he did stick his elbow.
Good point, Leo.
Jordan, were you always confident? I mean, when you did hurt Mick in the second, you didn't shoot your load, you stayed composed. Were you always confident that from that point on you would get him again?
Yeah, I saw his legs go. I knew that I'd hit him again at some point. There was 12 rounds is a long time. You don't want to, peak too early. So
that's 3 knockout losses for Mick. A lot of talk before going into the fight could be the end of the road for the loser. Do you think he should retire?
It's not up to me to decide. It's up to him to decide. He's got good people around him. His brother and his family, they all care so much about him. So if they feel like he should retire, then he can retire with his head held up high and be happy and live a great life. But if he wants to continue, maybe he can drop down a level or have another fight, and I'm sure he'll come back. He's a great fighter.
Lastly from me, Eddie said in the post-fight, you said yourself, you're in now up at world level. Is there any route in particular that's more appealing to you, or is it just a case of just getting me that world title shot? I'm
not too fussy. I'm not fussy. I'm a buddy.
No.
I just turn up and do what I'm supposed to do. I'm not a diva. I'm not hard work. I turn up to the gym every day. I do what I'm supposed to do, and that's it.
Cheers, Jordan. Safe travels home.
Jordan, was the game plan coming in to go for the knockout, because obviously you're fighting Belfast man in Belfast? Was there any concerns that you thought if it did go the distance it might not go your way? Yeah,
I thought his mum and his dad and his uncle were the judges. I thought, I'm gonna have to knock him out here, and I knew, I was confident that I would. I thought, I'll get him at some point, early or late. I knew I had the power to hurt him, especially at super featherweight, and I knew that tiring him out and pressing him, I could have pressed him a bit better than I did, but I knew pressing him would make him work hard and tire him out to land them shots.
Is there a friendly banter between you and Lee coming in now? You got bragging rights? Did it a wee bit faster than Lee?
Yeah, I said to him after the fight, I said, what took you so long?
Thank you.